God is about to restore you. But you don't understand what I mean yet. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. God is about to restore you. Yeah? But you've never heard this before, no? God prepares us for a great restoration. But the restoring that's happening is not to be put back to where you were. It's to restore you to your original blueprint. You might go on your journey, and we all go through this. And all of a sudden, God closes all doors. God puts you in isolation. You go on the threshing floor. And as every door closes in your face, as you go into deep isolation, this is for self-reflection. This is for an opportunity for you to be restored. We go on our physical journey and, finances could be taken away. People could be taken away. Opportunities could be taken away. But this is all by a design from the divine. And the delay. You might have something in your mind. You have a vision in your mind. And all of a sudden, what you thought was maybe the path, that path took you on a roundabout. And you thought you were going from A to B. But you did all these turns and twists. Because God took you on a trip through the quantum. God was preparing you. Today I'm leaving this message. I'm out here by the pond. I haven't been out here in a while. And as I'm leaving this message, it's been a very hot time. And a storm came through. And it kind of chilled the air. And I came out after the storm. And I said, you know what? I haven't come by the pond in a long time. The peaceful pond. And I said, I'm going to leave this message out here. We go through seasons and, sometimes we have to step away. We have to step away and go into the wilderness. There's a time for this and a time for that. These are, just like if you eat food. And sometimes you're going to have to get different nutrients for your body. Well, epigenetics and maybe your surroundings, who you surround yourself with. Sometimes, people, they disappear for a while. Some people aren't supposed to go further on the journey with you. And just because people go away doesn't mean that they don't come back. Just because you leave a location doesn't mean that you don't go back. These are our journeys. These are the seasons. God puts us in seasons. And the season that we went through, the season of being on the threshing floor, the season of refinement, it was to be restored. But not to be restored. See, God didn't take all these things away for nothing. And God didn't take all these things away just to put it back to where it was. You are being restored, but you've actually, in this lifetime, you've actually never experienced it yet. Oh yeah, you've never experienced it yet. This is a restoration that maybe you haven't wrapped your head around. Maybe you haven't comprehended it yet, but you're going to comprehend it by the end of this message today. You'll have everything taken from you. And you'll go through waves of this, the pruning. People will be pruned. Opportunities will be pruned. Your finances could be pruned. Everything could be pruned. And you're going to have to go inside. God is restoring you to your original blueprint. Yeah. You see, you were born into this matrix. And you were given limiting beliefs. And through these limiting beliefs, you fell in line. Yeah, you didn't realize your creative power. You didn't realize that you had God-given gifts. You have creator gifts. In this modern world, a lot of people follow the wash, rinse, and repeat. You know, there's a lot of regurgitation. There's a lot of victimhood. There's a lot of, you know, just settling and going along. But you actually have the power to command reality. And that's why God made you go through the season, because you have to realize things. Now, what God is doing for us, this is something that we could actually express. I could come out here today and I could express it to all of you. This is the reflection. This is going within. This is so that you could clear the subconscious, because you were running off these subconscious programs that dictated 95% of the reality. You might have gone through your life and you said, you know what, I was always at this level and I knew I was destined for so much more, but I could never get to that level. And there is a hidden world out there. It's in the quantum. You will never see this hidden world unless if you don't stop and be held and have silence and have no one around you. And you could have things blow up in your face, and you could have people, things, and situations take you on a journey through the quantum, because you have to go through all these twists and turns to realize what were the programs that you were running in the background. Yeah. What were the programs that you were running in the background? And now you realized it, and now God gave you an opportunity to fix and rewrite those programs. He was actually showing you. He was showing you what was running in the background. And these programs of lack and limitation, these things that were stopping your growth, this is your embodiment. This is your identity. When you were a child, and I'm talking right to you, kid, I know that when you were a child, you actually knew the power that you possess. You actually knew this, and you forgot it. And then you lost it, right? Because you got all these subconscious programs that maybe the media told you, maybe the TV told you, maybe the narcissists at the workplace. Maybe you were growing up as a kid and you were bullied in school. Ain't that a fact? How many people have dealt with these things? And over the course of time, you lost your childlike essence. You lost it. God is restoring it. And you might have had, you know, some thoughts, but we're a child. There's not much that we could do when we're a child. But imagine if, as an adult, we had those gifts that we had as a child and actually implement them in our everyday life. Yeah. Then you go into God mode. Then you go into creator mode, because this was our original blueprint. But you weren't living your everyday life with that original blueprint. This is why God is restoring you now. God has restored you. You might have gone through the fire. You've been purified. And what is being purified is on the inside. It's a frequency. You could feel this shift inside of you. All of a sudden, you might live at a level, and then it becomes intolerable. And then you dealt with certain things. Oh, I'm going to tolerate these people. I'm going to tolerate this type of behavior. I'm going to tolerate this lack and limitation. I'm going to tolerate living at this level, if you will. What will you tolerate? What are the boundaries? What have you set for yourself? What is your identity? God is restoring you to your original blueprint. And this is happening across the world right now. We are creator beings, and we have to go through things. God doesn't smash your life. God doesn't prune you for no reason. God doesn't take people away for no reason. God doesn't put you through the pain for no reason. There was something that you had to tap into during that season. And now we're back out here in nature with all our friends, right? And we're back out here again. Just coasting along. There he goes, just coasting along. Just interrupt my video. Okay. We're back out here again. We're going full circle. Sometimes we have to go inside and then come back outside. When you go inside and you seal the doors and you go deep within you, You're going to find your childlike essence. You're going to find who you truthfully are. And you're going to look at all the nooks and crannies when your life is smashed apart, right? Like a particle smasher. And then you see, oh, I didn't see all these little things. And you sit there in your house, right? You got no one around. And you start looking at your everyday life. And you start seeing all the little nooks and crannies and all the subconscious programs and all the things that were running in the background. And now it's time to reassess these things. Sometimes we have to have our life smashed apart so we could realize something. You might have gone through pain. You might have gone through a sustained period of time of pain, a sustained period of time of self-reflection. For a reason. You know, I'm so grateful to be out here today, nice and peaceful after the storm. And I remember this pond. This was the peaceful pond. And I've come out here and I've made videos out here. Reflection pond, right? And I reflect. And I realize. Sometimes we don't realize how big we are. Sometimes we don't realize the things that we've literally accomplished in our life. And I'm out here. And I say, I realize. This is my pond. These are my trees. These are my trees. This is my pond. This is my reality. This is my playground. Oh, warriors, it's time to come out and play now. Sometimes we have to remember. Sometimes we didn't realize it. We weren't focused on it, right? Because you don't even see it, could be right in front of your face. These things that belong to me, these things that belong to you, they're right in front of your face. This is my pond. This is my tree. This is my reality. Sometimes we have to remember who the fuck we are. God has restored you to your original blueprint. This is the message. This is who we are. We are creator beings, and this is my reality. This is my playground, and this is the journey of our everyday lives. Each and every one of us have the ability to become creator beings. Each and every one of us have the ability for true ascension. But you never felt these things. You never seen these things. You never embodied these things. This past season was for embodiment. You could write it in the comments. I now embody the higher self. You know, the people go out there on social media. They'll talk about these terms. Don't talk about it, be about it. And now it's time to embody the higher self. That's the power that you have to have. You have to remember who you are. And once this happens on the inside, the external world will follow it along. Manifestation, creation. This is not a unicorn, a rainbow, put a picture on the wall, wish upon a star. It is about embodiment on the inside. See, I don't have to attract anything because I am that I am, and the reality will reflect it. It's the frequency that comes from the inside. And if you're ready to experience something that you've never experienced before, are you ready? Why don't you click the like button and click the subscribe button and take the journey of our everyday lives. We are restored. God has restored us. Everything that was taken is actually nothing. It's nothing. All the physical things, all the things that you think are so important is nothing. I told you the message already. I told you the message already. And it doesn't change. It will never change. The most important thing in this life is who you become. Becoming, and now I am. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Comment down below, have you been restored? Do you feel the power inside of you? These are not woo-woo terms. You will literally feel this. And if you do subscribe to our journey, I teach you this on a daily basis, and we are all going through this together, and I leave with detailed evidence the things that you're going to feel inside of your body. This is true ascension, and ascension symptoms are part of the journey. Okay, so when your frequency shifts, that's God shifting you on the inside. You have to understand this. You have to know this. And for a lot of people that are being upgraded to their original blueprint, it's very overwhelming to them. And that's why we're sticking together, we're building the community, and we're walking each other home. And you better believe it, light warriors. I am home. Home is where the heart is. And that field that you're emitting from the heart, oh, it's 5,000 times greater than your brain. Follow your heart, and you will be restored. We are restored to our original blueprint. This is what truthfully matters in life. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm grateful for all the lessons that God has put me through, even though sometimes I get a little angry and everyone knows I'm the best wrestler in the family. Oh yeah. Remember who you truthfully are, what you knew as a boy, as a girl. That is your true soul's essence. It's time to shine like never before. This is the truth. Deny it, run from it. Destiny still arrives, and now it's here. Or should I say, I am. The royal family. That's what we are. We are the royal family. Never forget who you are. And that's why God did this to you. God did this to me, so that we will remember and take back control of our everyday lives. This life that you have, this journey, is a present, it's a gift. This is playtime. Be the inner child. This is playtime. I can create whatever I want, because all of this belongs to me. Realize what belongs to you. All of this belongs to you. Now, what are you going to do with this life, with this reality? Mold it, create it. It's time to tear through that matrix, and it's time for you to rise. I love each and every one of you. Share this message if it resonates with you, because God is restoring you to your higher self.